Be right back.
Oh, go ahead. Yo, what's up, guys? So, Jude just quit. He ran away. Just kidding. All right, man, it's been a long day. We're finally here. We made it. All right, we got the microphone set up and stuff. Hopefully, you can pick us up good.
So my number was 35 this week.
I don't even know. A lot. I read a lot, guys. I didn't get to everything. I didn't get to read a couple things, but hopefully Drew maybe got the stuff that I didn't get to. So, You know what this is? These are the meh and skip hits, and I'm Shawn.
This is Drew.
And we're here at Comics Lead headquarters in our underground, non-underground, not secret layer. And we're going to do the books. So let's just get started, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so starting with Mehh, right?
Mehh, yes.
Mehh, okay. Let me organize my
stuff. Once again, here. Mehh, like we had a lot of good stuff. You know, they weren't bad.
Just didn't have room.
Yeah, or
maybe
they just didn't.
Or maybe they just weren't so good.
Yeah, they just weren't missing that one thing.
Okay, you start. What do you got first? Let's see if I got some of yours.
First up, all right, let's do this. Fall of Ultra Mega, Skybound #1.
I definitely don't have that one.
Okay.
I have America Chavez. I shall start.
Okay.
America Chavez #4. So we get the origin of her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a new origin? Is it the same origin or updated?
It's her it's like her for real origin.
Okay.
Like the parents' origin.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Like, yeah, because she's been fighting with her sister. And her sister's like, hey, I'm your sister, and you should. Her power's been fizzling in and out. She kind of tells her why. I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. It's just It wasn't a skip it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't fantastic. I liked it, but it's kind of It was all right. So there you go.
Nice.
Tell me why you didn't like this awesome thing.
No, it's not. I didn't like
it. It's a mess.
It's a
You're
mess.
right. Okay.
Like I said, it's half good, half bad.
Okay.
Because about half the stories in this were good. The Walking Dead one was Crazy Town.
Yes. Crazy Town. I would agree. I'll agree with that. Yeah. They were half good, half bad.
Yes. Ultra Mega it's a short story, but it was good.
Powerful. Well, I want to read the next one.
Exactly. I can't wait for the next one. It's damn good. But the latter ones, I'm just like,
they're kind of like,
this sucks. And the Walking Dead one, I'm sorry, but if you're on your crutches and you have one leg and you're trying to kill zombies,
I thought it was so crazy. I was like, what is happening? This seems so much fun. So this made it into my top 10 because it's got key factor too.
Okay.
But I agree with everything you said. Yeah. Totally agree with you. But it's a key. Clementine is in there. It's the first appearance of Clementine from the video game is in there. It even says that in the beginning. And I loved the Rick Grimes Walking Dead stuff.
I'm just like,
he wakes up in the bed just like he did in the first issue, and then all hell breaks loose, and you're just going, "What's happening?"
Well,
it's so cool.
What's funny about it is that it's a callback to how Robert Kirkman sold The Walking Dead to Jim Valentino. How Jim Valentino said no, but then he said, "Oh, I'm going to put in these little hints that the aliens have been doing this the whole time." And then then the issues come out, Jim Valentino's like, where's the alien stuff? And Robert Kirkman told him, I lied to you. None of that stuff's in there.
So I didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love it though, but I'll talk. I share your sentiments on that. Okay, it's just in my top 10 because it's got key factor.
Yeah.
Okay. Next meh. What you got?
I have got Avengers 46.
God, what is going on with you today?
I read a lot.
I'll put Clans of Belundari in there. I don't know if you even read that.
Okay, I did not get a chance to read that one.
I'll start. So this is from Aftershock. Clans of Belari. That's the planet of Belari. So there's rules for this clans, very specific rules. This clan does this job. This clan does this job. This clan does it. This clan farms. This clan mines. This clan transports people. They're not supposed to interact at all. There's like the space police, make sure they don't interact. Well, this dude meets a girl long time ago. He has no choice but to either abandon her or take her, but she's from a rival clan he's not allowed to interact with. He raises her as a daughter. Now he's shown her the ropes of the clan system. She doesn't like it. Something happens at the end. I'm excited to read the next one. It really just couldn't make my top 10. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the pacing. I enjoyed the art. They cram all that into one issue, and it doesn't feel rushed. It was pretty good. I'm looking forward to the next one. It just didn't make my top 10. So it kind of would be like an honorable mention, I guess. So there you go. Why didn't you like this cool book?
Once again, it was one of those. Initially, it was going to be a skip it because I quit about 15 pages in because I hate Starbrand. I hate that damn kid.
So, by the way, this is Avengers
46.
46, beginning of World War She-Hulk.
Yes. I quit initially, but I'm glad I read it again. I finished it, and it has a very interesting ending. It goes, does. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? What's going on here?
Yep.
It's very weird. But it's just the fact that she's in the red room. It's like, I don't know if I'm on board with this. But like I said, it's a meh. It's a meh. I'll be there to read the next issue and see what happens.
I loved it.
Yeah, okay.
I loved it. Made my top 10. I'll talk more about it a little bit later. Okay, next meh. Next meh.
Tomorrow's God Killer Ashes.
That thing.
Yes, that thing.
I didn't even think I read that.
Okay.
Did I read that?
Maybe.
I think I did. Is that this one? No. That's Ordinary Gods. Oh, I didn't read it. Okay. I skimmed through it. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's a continuation from another series that's happened.
No, I did read it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep. It got downgraded for me, too.
Okay, yeah. It just spider eggs are in a guy's arm and they're waiting to hatch.
Sure, I'll pick one.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if you read it, you may enjoy it, but I mean, there's there's a lot I didn't care for. I mean, if you like the series, I'm sure you may like it, but I'm just like, really, spider eggs in the guy's arm? They're waiting for them to hatch. That's
so I don't know if it's called Tomorrow's God Killer Ashes or God Killer Tomorrow's Ashes. Yes, that makes more sense. Yes. Okay. It seems like a very deep book. Mm-hmm. This is in my skip it, so I'll tell you right now. Mm-hmm. I was like, and on the back cover, all these artists give it all this praise. Maybe it's a book for writers. Or I'm sorry, a bunch of writers give it praise. Maybe it's a book for writers. I didn't feel it at all.
No.
I just felt, I didn't feel it. Anyway, so I have Hellions. I like this I've been not a fan of Hellions. Mr. Sinister's been so I don't know if I like how he's been written. That's my thing. I've been a huge Mr. Sinister fan. He's crazy and he's super evil and he's a genius, but he's also crazy. Mm-hmm. They got the crazy part down pretty good. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like that. Where's the sinister part of Mr. Sinister? He's mm-hmm. like been Mr. Clownister, mm-hmm. not Mr. Sinister. Now it all makes sense.
And it's great. This is in my top 10 picks. I did enjoy this one. And
there's a moment in there where you're like, oh, now I get all the crappy garbage up to this point. Yeah.
Chickens come home to roost in this issue.
Yes, they do. And I'm like, wow. And I can't wait for the next one. It just couldn't make my top 10 again. So all my complaining about Mr. Sinister, it makes sense now. It makes sense. I am back on board with it. Okay, so that's all I'll say about that. All right, next one. Again, that probably would have been like my number 12.
Sleigh Bells.
Okay. Okay. Well, you want to agree with this one, the Space Bastards. I just didn't have I couldn't fit. So I'll start Space Bastards. It just couldn't fit. It would be my number 11 or 12 or 13. I have too many top 10s because there's a lot of keys. I loved it. The art's fantastic. The Manicorn is brutal and vicious and crazy and awesome. It's a double-sized issue.
Yes.
I forgot how much it cost, but it's worth it.
$6.99, I think.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
The printing is fantastic. The cardstock is great. I love the story. There were a couple laugh out loud moments. He loved he used his Manicorn the way I hoped he would use it. The second story, I think the art is even better than the first story. The second story was amazing.
Yeah, first story is Simon Bisley, but the next guy, it's like a whole other art style. Completely different.
I really liked it. If you're not reading Space Bastards, though, don't just kind of actually, I'm going to go back on that because if you're not reading this, you could pick this up and be like, I'm a fan of this dude. This dude is really cool. It's a really kind of a standalone story. Anyway, I liked it. Just couldn't make my top 10. Talk about Sleigh Bells.
I mean, it's another one where it was okay, but it is so odd.
This is Bad Idea.
Bad Idea Comics.
Bad Idea Sleigh Bells, their latest issue.
It's funny at parts, and then it gets odd, and then it gets depressing really quickly. It's a very oddly toned comic. I don't know what the tone of this is supposed to be.
I can feel you.
But the backup, that is where it's at.
The backup story is really good, too.
Yes, I love the backup.
It's dark and creepy and scary.
Exactly.
It was good, yeah.
Yes. So it's half good, half bad, in my opinion. Read it for the backup. The first one, tell me what you think of the tone, if you get this, what you think the tone of this is supposed to be.
Yeah, this one's in my top 10. I'll tell you why later. Okay. Next, meh.
Mortal Hulk 48.
We're just at odds today almost.
Yeah.
I will pick Snake Eyes Dead Game. So I'll start Snake Eyes Dead Game. So the catch to this, there's so many artists on this.
They all do the inks. Yes, it is fantastic.
Silvestri,
Neil Adams,
Murat, Neil Adams,
at Discord, Jerry Ordway.
You remember more than me. Ryan Otley.
Yeah.
Just great artists in there.
Dan Fraga.
I just couldn't. I had trouble telling who did what sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Neil Adams is clearly the splash page of Neil Adams, and it's kind of splash page after splash page. The ending was pretty good to the story. It hasn't been a bad story. Actually, I've enjoyed the story. I do like the fact that all these different artists are in it. I have a bunch of copies. I'm probably going to get multiple signed at conventions.
Yes,
by these guys for sure. I want one of these graded 9.8 with all those SIGs on it. It just.
Oh, and Murat worked on it.
Murat worked on it. Yeah. I didn't think it couldn't make my top 10. It wasn't top 10 material in my opinion. I'm not complaining about it. It wasn't terrible. I did have trouble determining I was like, who is this again? Like, which one did Silvestri do? I wanted to see like X-Men Silvestri, like, the big.
Now it's like if they got to do their pencils, I'm sure they they were inking Rob. So some of them kind of stuck to Rob's.
Some of them pencils were just, it looked like Rob. You couldn't even really tell what was happening. So it's kind of like, I mean, you could tell Neil Adams pretty much. He pretty much took that over.
Yeah,
hands down. Like there's Neil Adams, which was kind of fun to see. Yes. But it just didn't. I didn't have that. Like I wanted each page to have that different feel of that artist. When I get that they were inking it, I got it.
Yeah,
I just want a little more from all the different artists. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my take. So why did you not like this great issue of Hulk?
It's another one. It wasn't bad. It's okay. To me, it was okay. I mean, we're back. We're back to an endless loop now of Betty and Bruce making up, but now it's Joe and Betty, and Joe explaining to Betty what he did to Bruce and why.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that a lot in the next video.
He uses a line on Betty from the movie As Good as It Gets, and that really stuck out to me. And I'm like,
I really like that she was talking to Joe this whole time.
Yeah,
she's like, you had the secret life in Vegas you didn't tell me about. I love seeing, spoiler alert, a little bit. Betty can go back and forth.
Yes, very quickly.
Harpy.
Yeah. And
I like that he mentioned it. He's like, oh, I forgot how quick you could do that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's still Betty. I thought she was forever transformed and permanently the Harpy.
Yeah.
So little mini spoiler alert there, which is really kind of cool.
It's a big self-analyzing issue. A lot of self-analyzing.
It is. It's basically a big, deep talk between Betty and Bruce.
And then She-Hulk and
She-Hulk and the other girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll it's in my top 10. I'll tell you why later. Okay, sorry. Next one. You got any more Mez or are you done?
One more.
What'd you got?
Amazing Spider-Man 70.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Master of the Universe.
That's in my skip it's.
Okay.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I'll go ahead and get to that while we're on that.
This was really close to being a skip it for me. Now.
Oh, no, it's a skip. I thought you said what's a skip it?
No. This is a meh.
Oh, it's a meh?
It's a meh. It's a meh. I was very close to having it as a skip it, and here's why. It's so pretentious. It's so pretentious. I want to.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's just a history lesson.
I mean,
it's
difficult to read. So let me first off, I am a humongous He-Man fan. He-Man. Grew up with He-Man. Had all the toys. Had all the Castle Grayskulls and Snake Mountains, and I stuck with it through Hordak and She-Ra, and I am a humongous He-Man fan.
You have a King Randor pop vinyl down here.
I do. I have my home office is He-Man's behind me in Battle Cat. I mean, the big sideshow ones.
Yeah,
where his eyes
awesome.
light up.
It's awesome, and I've got a Tom Cook original Skeletor artwork.
I had high expectations. I couldn't wait to read this. Then, and I'm also a humongous Kevin Smith fan. I've liked every single one of his movies, even the ridiculous Jay and Silent Bob Strike Backs. I love all those movies. I love every one of his movies. I loved all of his movies. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. I have humongous expectations for this book. It was so difficult to read. I had to go back and reread several parts of it because I'm just like, what's he saying? It's told in such this grandiose style, like the the narration, it's told in this grandiose fantasy, like it's almost like a Tolkien type telling of a story. It's like, and then it started losing me.
Yes.
But the only reason it's not a skip it is because we get to see like Castle Grayskull before it was Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
We get to see King Grayskull.
Well,
we see these.
Well, it's a corrected version because according to the producer of Netflix, you can't too many buff white males is problematic. That was the quote. That was changed.
I didn't even hear that.
Yes.
So this is a prelude to the Netflix series. Okay. I wanted, it is cool. It's hard to read. And I wanted I'll tell you something. Some of the best He-Man stories I've read lately, and this doesn't even hold a candle to them, are the DC Masters of the Universe crossovers. When
the Injustice one was really
good. Injustice one.
Yeah.
You want to read a great DC story? Go read that one. Yeah. Go read the ones that have the origin of Skeletor in them. Great He-Man stories. Yeah. This is a letdown for me.
Yes.
It was a letdown for me.
It was very boring. This was a very boring, very long comic.
Now it was a meh for me. It's a meh for me. Skip it for Drew.
Yeah.
Close to being a skip it for me, though. I'm holding out hope for issue 2. It's a 4-part series. We'll see.
The art was terrible. See. I hated the art in this.
Art was kind of boring.
Yes.
And I'm holding on for the end. Skeletor is in the end trying to do something. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
So enough ranting about this. All right. And my last meh. Now, I just put all these in one because now, to be clear, I'm recommending all of these to everybody. All the printings of Stray Dogs.
Okay.
I'm recommending them, but it made it a meh because it's like third printing of all of them.
I think the fourth, actually.
Some are third, some are fourth, yeah. But there's great covers for this. This is the Thing homage to it. This is the
Midsummer.
Midsummer's Dream.
Oh, it's just Midsummer.
Oh, sorry, Midsummer. I thought it was a Midsummer's the what do you call it?
That's another movie. That's a Shakespeare movie.
What's this one?
Psycho.
Oh yeah, Psycho. Duh. Thank Drew for holding me up today. And
Evil Dead.
Yes, Evil Dead. Duh. So great movie, horror movie homage covers. I've read the story finally. I absolutely loved it. I cried at the end.
We're gonna have a chit chat with Trish later this week.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. We're gonna do a review of the book. So anyway, I just think you should get these. I recommend them, but they made my mez because my top 10s are packed full of keys. So I do think you guys should collect all the printings of these. All 4 of these are out this week. So I highly advise picking those bad boys up.
I had them since mine's pretty packed too. I'll go ahead and show because yes, I recommend all 4 of those.
Oh, nice. Those are in your top 10?
Yes, they were, including my top 10. Yeah.
Cool.
You got to get these. I know Ernie at Comics Leads got them right now.
Yeah, go watch the Facebook. Well, it's over by now probably, but
probably yeah.
Yeah, hit us up. Maybe we still have them. You never know, right?
Yep.
So, skip it. Okay.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man 70 to me, it was okay.
Oh, was it mad for you?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm gonna fight you on that one. Okay, skip it. You already talked about this. Skip it. This is the gods thing. I just maybe if I read the first series, I would like this more, but I haven't. So that's a weakness on my part. And maybe we're not being completely fair to it, but the God Killers was totally skip it for me. I just couldn't get into it, man. I couldn't do it.
Here we go.
Red Sonja. Okay, I will jump in also.
Okay.
Red Sonja. So this is technically skip it number 2.
2, yeah.
For the guy helping us out here. Yeah, so same thing for me. You start. I've been talking.
So there's 3 stories in this. The first 2 sucked. The first 2 were terrible. The first one was trying to be funny, but it was not funny at all.
Yeah, it wasn't.
The second one was about delayed gratification and Red Sonja laughing at people being in a cold river. I
didn't get that either.
Yeah, Kurt Busiek was trying. He wrote the third story. That was the only decent one. And
this, yeah, I mean, they're trying to jump on the red, white, and bandwagon thing, black, white, red, Carnage, Superman, red, white, blue, whatever else are the different colors. It just kind of misses the mark. The art's forgettable. The stories are forgettable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm waiting for a really good Red Sonja series.
Well, the Invincible Red Sonja has been
the first one was good.
Yeah,
I don't remember if I read the second one or not yet.
It was a meh for us.
Okay,
it was a meh.
See, I don't remember it.
Okay. we read a lot of comics.
I mean, if you see a hot cover you like, maybe from Lucio, pick it up. Otherwise, I would say you can skip it. Okay.
Yeah.
So skip it 3, I guess.
Annual. Oh my God, this one, Jesus.
Go ahead.
So I gotta get my notes out for this one.
He's got notes, guys. Watch out.
So I knew Star was a villain, and a thief, but I didn't know she was a complete psycho. A murdering psycho.
Yeah. Well, so she was a psycho.
Okay.
Like in Star, when she first came out, she was bonkers. Mm-hmm. But then they made her less bonkers. Mm-hmm. Now she's back to bonkers. And I also didn't realize she's super stupid. I didn't like this at all. I mean, nothing happens.
No, she murders people who bullied her in high school. What?
I will say the redeeming quality of this is I like the dialogue Spider-Man had in this one. I felt like it was a very well written Spider-Man dialogue.
Yes, it was.
He's like, see, like mm-hmm. I was gonna make this joke, but I didn't. Like, mm-hmm. and he's like, that was a bad joke, and I'm saying this. Mm-hmm. He was smart. He outwitted her every step of the way, except for the very end.
Yes,
which is okay.
Well, no, it's not because she got away with murder.
Well, she did. So far she did. She's not out of the picture. She just poof vanished from the air.
I hope she pays for this.
Yeah, I mean, so she has the reality. She is the reality stone now, mm-hmm. right? And they can only use the power so much. Mm-hmm. It charges up within them, which is mm-hmm. good because they're not really an Infinity Stone. Otherwise, she could just warp all of reality to her will. Mm-hmm. So you're going to do little bits here and there. I just think it's a skip it, guys. Yes. I really do. It's a skip it. Nothing happens.
No,
if you're a big Spidey fan, there's a couple chuckle moments in there, maybe a small moment from his dialogue, which is kind of cool. But nothing happens. You can skip it. Yeah. These Infinities, the last two have been a letdown. Mm-hmm. Something's happening with Nick Fury at the end.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. That is the most intriguing part.
Something's happening with Nick Fury, but they're not revealed anything yet.
I know who that mysterious player is.
Well,
I know who it is.
I think it's the guy from what's his called? Nighthawk.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's got to be Nighthawk from the. He said, "We're going to get my world back."
Yes, that is the best part of this whole comic.
Yeah, mm-hmm. but it's still a skip it though.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. I think it's still a skip it
for 2 pages. It's like
they don't reveal it. They don't. You see his shadow and figure and stuff. Like once he comes out of the shadows and is like, "I'm going to tear it back." Mm-hmm. The next series of this, wherever this leads to, will be really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, they had a hit on their hands with the Heroes Reborn.
Yes, they did.
You know. All right, what's your next one?
Baby Teeth.
Oh
19.
Man, I didn't even read Baby Teeth. I'm gonna pick Noctera.
What? Whoa!
I know, right?
Whoa, that's in my top 10. Holy crap!
It got knocked down in skip-its for me.
Wow.
I just felt like it took him. It's gone way too slow. It got way too slow for me. I know. I was the biggest performer. So here's what's funny about us.
Yes, yeah.
Like I started raving about this, and you were like, it's not that good. I can't connect with the character. Now it's up in your top 10.
Yes.
And it dropped to skip-its for me. I just couldn't. I felt bored. I felt like there's a couple intriguing parts in it. I'm still going to read it, mm-hmm. but I feel like the series kind of lost the thing that made it super intriguing. And it is kind of moving into the next phase. I'm excited to see what happens in the next phase. Maybe it'll get back into the top 10 again, mm-hmm. but it missed the mark for me. And I'm recommending it as a skip it because I just like with Scott Snyder and his series that he did, the what was it, When America Goes to Crap? What was that called? Again, you're holding me up today, bro. I can't remember anything. The America series. It just lost. It kind of dropped off for me. This
Undiscovered
Country started off super strong. Mm-hmm. Studied the maps, loved it. By issue 5, 6, 7, I was checked out. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to check out. I am. So
I think this is the best issue yet, and I'll save my thoughts for later.
Yeah, yes. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Yes. Okay, so you have Baby Teeth number 19.
Honestly, I completely forgot who these two characters were in this. It's been so long.
It's been so long.
And the art is terrible in this. It's so untrue. The art is terrible.
So you feel like they're just trying to get it done?
Yeah, trying to get it done.
Just wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Yeah, it's like
that. Makes you wonder how long the script has been done for it, and what's the holdups been.
I bet you it's been done for a year.
Donnie's been moved on for so long.
Yes, he has.
I really doubt that he's told Aftershock, like, I just can't figure out how to finish up issue 19. Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
Okay, so next skip it.
I'm gonna save mine for. Are you on your last one?
Yeah, I got X-Force 21.
What? That was in my top 10. Holy crap! Wow.
Bored out of my mind.
Are you kidding me?
No, I just didn't like it at all.
Oh, you want to talk about a comic I didn't like at all? X-Men number 1.
Oh, you suck! I love that issue.
I hated it.
Absolutely my God, you're getting huge different arguing points of view today. Okay, so X-Force. I was bored. it's a man thing, but it's not a man thing. And there's another man thing because these other plant guys made another man thing, and I just don't care.
But it's leading to repercussions from the toxic waste. How it could begin to Krakoa and at least to other. I'll save my thoughts for later on.
I didn't like it at all, man. I just didn't like it at all. Big miss for me. Talk about X-Men, which I loved. Oh my god, I loved it so much. How can you say it's a skip it?
First, we got X-Men #1. X-Men #1. This never happens. Imagine that.
This is the 5th, 6th one, maybe.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
I wonder what the legacy number would be. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see if they put the legacy number.
The mutants, they recently terraformed Mars, which is huge.
Yes.
And
Planet-size X-Men.
Yes, Planet-size X-Men. So the beginning of this, I did love. So we get because of that, we knew some company would be a loser because of this, like someone trying to do space exploration.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out which one it is, and their CEO wants to make the mutants pay. It's a great opener. I love that. That's perfect.
And they allude to he was changing his body to be able to survive Mars.
Yes.
But instead they made Mars to be able to survive their bodies, and he's like kind of pissed about it.
Yeah, which is terrific opener. Okay. Perfect. You got me. But then we get to them opening their Burger King Kids Club treehouse in Central Park. And I'm like, it's like, what the hell? Seriously? This is your big crowning achievement?
But they described how they did it, and it's amazing use of the mutant powers again.
In comparison to terraforming Mars to making a treehouse, it is literally a treehouse. They call it a treehouse.
It is. And Polaris even said, when I heard we were moving into a treehouse, I almost reversed the Earth's polarity. Yeah. And then she admits, okay, this is pretty cool.
And one last thing, Laura, she's not Wolverine. I'm sorry. Laura will never be Wolverine. I don't care how often you try to say
they
it.
Are trying to shove that down our throats, aren't they?
It's not happening. No, she'll always be X-23 or Laura.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah,
it had a great opener, a middle, and just a lagging ending. It's not a recommend, because I wanted more. If the whole issue was based around that guy, him setting up revenge on the X-Men, fuck yes, I want that. But it's just tease that in the beginning. That's it. Then the Burger King Kids Club treehouse.
I loved it. I love the. Well, I'll get to it later.
Okay.
I loved it. And I got one more skip.
Okay.
You got more skip-its?
Nope.
Man, Good Money Man.
It's in my top 10 too.
You love all these books. I just felt like
books. Some of the books where I would never recommend, I'm recommending now because they are good. It's just crazy.
I know. It's like it's reverse week.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
This started to lose me in issue 2.
I laughed my ass off in issue 2.
I know you did, and it started losing me in issue 2, and by issue 3, the predictability of it. I wound up skimming through it. I wasn't into it. The art is pretty good. I will give it that. It's solid art for a Zenescope title. Not that they have crappy art. Usually they were known as a cover company. They are becoming more legit writing, publishing, interior art, that kind of stuff.
The other cover is better. I forgot to grab that one. The one with the hot chicks.
It missed the mark for me, man. It missed the mark for me. Wow. So, all right. That's our Skip-Its and Mehhs. Lots of differing opinions this week, guys.
Oh, yes.
Lots of differing opinions. Oh, we got something really cool to give away for this video.
Ooh,
yes,
what
sir.
could it be?
Well, I don't know if I've already done this yet.
Yes, no, you haven't. You've not shown them.
The Batman Damned. It's a soft cover that came out.
It is so glossy.
You can't see it, but the texture.
It feels amazing. Yeah.
The texture. The coolness of it. There's no Batwing in it. Sorry to disappoint you. The reprints do not have the Batwing. I already checked. So did Drew. We looked for the Batwing.
First thing.
But this leads right into, if you haven't read it, you got to read it. Cover prices, $24.99. It's fantastic.
Brian Azzarello, Libra Mio. You can't go wrong.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So this is the giveaway for this. All you got to do to win is what? You got to like the video, comment your like number, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our giveaway video. And there you go. Sweet. Easy peasy. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the support. We love you guys. We're going to get ready for our top 10.
Yes.
Buy what you like, collect what you want, don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you.